So thank you. We are now joined by Mercy pediatrician Dr. Laura Waters. Dr. Waters, thank you so much for being here with us this morning.
Good morning.
And today we are talking about water safety, boating safety, and drowning and prevention as well. With those temperatures Elisa was talking about, perfect days to be out on the water, on the lake, the pool. But prevention for drowning is one of the things that we have to talk about, because you said after birth defects, drowning is the #1 cause of death for children. Tell me a little bit more about that.
Yeah, so in children ages 1 to 4, drowning is actually the #1 cause of preventable death in children of that age. And every year, anywhere from about 300 to 400 children ages 10 to 19 will drown as well. So it is completely preventable by a lot of different actions that we can take. One of the first things to do is make sure that if your children are out on the lake or out on rivers and things, in boats and canoes and kayaks, that they are wearing life jackets and making sure that those life jackets properly fit. You want to make sure that the life jacket has the U.S. Coast Guard label on it, so that then it is approved. It is going to be a truly life-saving mechanism for them. You also, one of the ways to kind of recognize how it fits is that life jackets are based on weight. And so, you know, a child of different ages may have different weights at that age, and so you want to make sure that you get a life jacket that fits properly. And a quick way to do that is to have kids do what we call the touchdown technique. So have them raise their hands above their arms. If the life jacket's coming up to their ears and their chin, then it doesn't fit properly, or the straps are too loose. Okay. So making sure that that life jacket fits, and then also making sure that they're available and that they're wearing them. And as adults, it's always a good idea to set that good example and also wear them when you're out on the lakes and rivers.
Now, what about floaties for children? Does it work the same way? Do you recommend those too, or are life jackets always better?
So life jackets are better. A lot of times parents are falsely reassured that the floaties, like the water wings and things like that, are going to be life preservers, and they're really not meant for that. They're to help them float in the water, but ideally when you're using those sorts of things, you want children within arm's reach, and you always want to make sure that they're supervised with those. But those are not technically lifesavers. They're more just meant to help children float a little bit better.
Okay. And even if the children know how to swim, if they are going to swimming lessons, do you still recommend life jackets? Is there, I don't know, a skill level that it's okay not to wear them, or an age that it's okay not to wear them, anything
Correct.
like that?
So even good swimmers can drown, and so it's always a good idea to have children in life jackets, because unfortunately, especially right now with a lot of the lakes that are at higher water levels and things, there are hidden obstacles and things under the water, and so children need to be taught ways to recognize those sorts of things, and also how to be taught how to swim, how to boat and canoe and everything safely, and making sure that we're protecting them. So definitely swimming lessons are a good first start, but we also want to make sure that we're keeping them safe in other ways.
One of the things you also said is that a lot of the drowning accidents happen when there is no adult around, so a good idea is to always have an adult as a water watcher, watching the kids play in the water.
Yeah, so as a water watcher, you want to make sure that you're not being distracted by your cell phone or by other things, and you know, trade out in adults, because after a while you kind of get tired of watching and you get distracted by other things. So making sure that adults are focused on those kids, you know, even at pools and everywhere else, but making sure that there is somebody that is always keeping an eye on kids, because drowning can happen very quickly and it can happen silently.
And then learning CPR as well, that's something we can all do. All right.
Yeah,
Dr.
absolutely.
Waters, thank you so much for being here with us and for those great tips.
Yeah, stay safe out there and have a good time.
Exactly. Have a good time and stay safe.